Alright, legends, welcome along to a brand new episode. We're going to get into talking about some strategies for handling feedback and growing stronger and just getting better at embracing criticism in life. Once you get out there and start doing anything, normally I use the examples of making online content such as this or indie film, another thing that I love to work on. You're going to get criticism in just about all aspects of life, no matter whether it's doing something that's here or something in another field altogether. There's going to be someone somewhere along the line that's just dying to drag you down whenever you get out there to start doing things. So let's get into it and check out some of these tips that I've got for you. Okay, so tip number one on this is to stay calm and listen. When receiving criticism, take a deep breath and stay calm. Listen carefully to what is being said without getting defensive and try to understand the perspective of the person giving the feedback. Number two, don't take it personally. Remember that criticism is about your actions or your work, not about you as a person. Separate your self-worth from the feedback you receive to avoid feeling personally attacked. Number three is to look for constructive feedback. Focus on the constructive aspects of any criticism you get. Look for specific details or suggestions that can help you improve. Constructive criticism is meant to help you grow and develop. Number four is to ask for clarification. If the criticism is unclear or vague, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Seek specific examples or details to better understand the feedback and how you can address it. Number five is to reflect on the feedback. Take time to reflect on the criticism that you receive. Consider whether there's truth to the feedback and how you can use it to improve. Use criticism as an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. Number six is to seek multiple perspectives. Get feedback from different sources to gain broader perspective on your performance or work. Different viewpoints can provide valuable insights and help you see the bigger picture. Number seven is to focus on solutions. Instead of dwelling on the criticism itself, focus on finding solutions or strategies to address the feedback. Turn criticism into an opportunity for learning and improvement. Number eight, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when receiving criticism. Acknowledge your feelings and emotions, but avoid being too hard on yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. Nine is to learn to disagree gracefully. If you disagree with the criticism you receive, express your viewpoint respectfully and assertively. Avoid becoming defensive or confrontational and seek common ground where possible. And number 10 is to take action. Use the feedback you receive to make tangible changes or improvements. Implement the necessary steps to address the criticism and demonstrate your willingness to learn and grow. Alright, so hope these tips are helpful to you, and this is something that I've dealt with quite a bit in the past, and not in the best way sometimes. Uh, it's true what these tips are telling you here. Like, if you're getting criticism, weigh it out to see if it's viable criticism, and then do your best to learn and grow and move forward. The big problem comes when you start to get criticised for something that's completely untrue, and that's something that I've been dealing with quite recently. A whole situation that has existed for about 2.5 years at this point, where some criticism came towards me and it wasn't based on truth, and it was a situation where someone was just waiting for an opportunity to really get ripped into me on a personal level. And once they got the slightest little inkling that they could get something or they could find an opening to get in there, the criticism started flying at me. Now, in that situation, I dealt with it as grown up as I could at the time, and it was a back and forth anyway. Online, it wasn't face to face. The start of this criticism came through Facebook Messenger, and I heard something that was said, and like an adult, I came and I asked what was going on, what was the situation, and instead of the other party talking back to me like an adult. At this point, the threats started flying, and of course, then another person got involved in it, so it escalated pretty far. And at at the last of it, I just sort of laid down the law. I'm a big believer that when this sort of thing happens, criticism and whatnot, again, if it's viable, if it's true stuff, learn, take it on board, weigh the options to see if it's true or if it's false. And if it's true and you deserve that criticism, do your best to change course and try and correct whatever's not working right. But on the other hand, if the criticism coming at you is something completely false and someone's just using it to start an argument or a fight, stand your ground. And if it comes to it, draw that line in the sand and just say, right, do you see this? See this right here? This is the line. This is the boundary. You're not getting close enough anymore. A person that I considered a very, very close friend of mine for a lot of years was involved in this situation. And I'm not going to lie, it hurt whenever someone that you really did count as someone that you could just, would always be in your corner, jumped onto the other side of this argument because it financially suited them. Let's just say that. So the way I look at it in that aspect is, there's the boundary. You get close enough to stab in the back once, you're never going to get the option again. But yeah, that was a bit of a tangent, but it's one of these things, criticism. It can be healthy to get that criticism in there. I know for me in the past, making short film content and whatnot, even the early online stuff before all that, I would have made something, and before I was even sharing stuff on the internet, I would have created something and would have burned it onto a DVD, and I would have given it to a friend to check out. And if that friend came back and told me, look, this needs changing and whatnot, that's rubbish, that's crap, uh, took it on board, learned as I went, and then whenever I did eventually hit the indie film stuff for the first time, I was kind of prepared for actually creating something on the fly, let's just say. I never went to get, the full education that people would say that you need to get for that sort of thing. But I'm pretty good at getting on to a short film set and actually just not making it up as I go. But if I'm directing and editing something, particularly my own stuff, I've already got a visual of it in my mind, so like I can just get onto a set and boom, 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 throw the stuff out. So that constructive criticism, a way back in probably 2004, I would reckon at this point, helped me whenever I eventually got to conclusions in 2016, I think was the year we done that one. But without that constructive criticism back at the very beginning, I would have been completely lost doing that sort of thing. So constructive criticism, good stuff, but the negative venom criticism that people will come at you for is just completely not productive. And when that happens, draw that line, throw up that boundary, and just tell them that's it. Step back and let them do their own thing. Right, that's going to do it. It is well past my bedtime at this point, so I'm going to shut off for tonight. And hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Share it along, do that good social media stuff, get subscribed, hit the thumbs up, all that malarkey. If you're listening to the podcast, you're an absolute legend. And until the next episode, stay safe, and I will talk to you all then.